Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. paid his respects to the country's heroes in celebration of National Heroes Day as he called on Filipinos to manifest their patriotism through service and compassion. The president led this morning a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at the Libingan ng Mga Bayani in collaboration with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, the Department of National Defense, and the city of Taguig. In his message, he said, the country honors the lives of exemplary Filipinos and Filipinas and their sacrifices for the good of our nation. Marcos emphasized that the struggles of the nation's heroes have forged their legacy and the country's moral shape and destiny. The chief executive stressed that the Philippines at present continues to produce heroes needed for nation building. He said heroism is exemplified by ordinary people such as farmers, fisher folk, doctors, frontliners, and teachers, all fulfilling their duties in extraordinary ways. Through genuine service and acts of compassion, Filipinos can become heroes who can realize the vision of Bagong Pilipinas, the chief executive added. And in his own message, Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. paid tribute to past and modern-day heroes and urged Filipinos to reflect on the impact of their heroism in their lives. Meanwhile, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is standing proud to carry the legacy of the country's heroes, upholding the values of patriotism, integrity, and service for the people. National Heroes Day is observed every last Monday of August, with this year's theme of Isang Diwa, Isang Lahi, Isang Bayanihan in honor of the bravery of Filipino heroes who fought for the country's freedom and dignity. The Philippines hosts starting today the WorldSkills ASEAN Manila 2025, where the region's top youth talents show off their skills and competencies. Hundreds of young participants from 10 member states of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, will compete in 32 competencies from technology and creative arts to hospitality in 6 sectors. Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, Secretary Jose Francisco Benitez said, WorldSkills sets the competency standards in various skill domains, ensuring that TESDA's programs are at par with the rest of the world. Benitez assured that all preparations are in place, including infrastructure, logistics, equipment, and coordination with ASEAN counterparts. The opening ceremony will be held at the Marriott Grand Ballroom, while the closing ceremony on August 30 will be at the SMX Convention Center. The main competition will be held at the World Trade Center in Metro Manila and the Philippine Trade Training Center in Pasay City. Side events are lined up, including a skills exhibition, cultural immersion programs, and the One School, One Country initiative, highlighting cultural exchange among ASEAN delegations with local schools. Career guidance sessions and industry talks will also be held for young people seeking potential career pathways. The Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG, expressed full support for the initiatives of local government units to offer free medical services to people. In a news release, the DILG said these initiatives are aligned with President Marcos's Bagong Pilipinas agenda to provide social protection and responsive public service. It stressed that every step ensuring the public's access to essential health care is an investment in the dignity and resilience of Filipino communities. The DILG added that it empowers LGUs in sustaining and expanding community-based medical programs as these efforts to save lives, ease the burden on families, and help build a stronger nation. The Konektadong Pinoy bill, a measure intended to expand internet access and boost competition among service providers nationwide, has lapsed into law. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro issued the announcement via text message on Sunday. The new law was not signed but allowed by the President to lapse into law. It seeks to streamline licensing procedures, promote infrastructure sharing, and allow new players to invest in broadband and data transmission facilities without the need for congressional franchise. Likewise, it is expected to accelerate the rollout of internet services to tens of thousands of unserved villages across the country. The law comes amid persistent complaints over slow and expensive internet service in the Philippines, which has ranked among the lowest in Southeast Asia in terms of broadband affordability and reliability. The Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, is expected to release the implementing rules and regulations of the law within 90 days. In our business news, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, has teamed up with the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, for a platform that will easily determine credit scores and default probabilities of small and medium enterprises. In a news release, BSP said that the Credit Risk Database Philippines Web-Based Scoring, or CRDPH, system aims to help financial institutions, or FIs, determine the creditworthiness of SMEs. The platform will use anonymized financial and non-financial data from participating FIs to generate credit scores and default probabilities. It will enable faster and more accessible SME loan assessments without the need for standalone software installations. BSP emphasized that by providing an additional tool for approving and pricing SME loans, the CRDPH system is expected to address the missing middle firms, or the businesses that are either too large for microfinance but too small for traditional commercial banks. Meanwhile, the pharmaceutical industry in the Philippines is expected to gain a 4.5% growth in the year 2029, with the entry of more pharmaceutical players boosting the research, digital health, and manufacturing hub goals in the country. According to a report of Business Monitor International, now known as BMI Research, the plan for a first pharma innovation hub, along with existing Merck Business Solutions and Royal Life Pharma in the Philippines Economic Zone Authority, or PEZA, underscores the country's established position as a key pharmaceutical manufacturer in Southeast Asia. BMI Research also sees the Philippines pharmaceutical market to increase to 438 billion pesos by 2029 from 352 billion in 2024. Earlier this week, the Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, reported the PEZA and AstraZeneca Pharmaceuticals partnership for the Pharma Innovation Hub would initially be for an oncology innovation center. The hub will utilize artificial intelligence for early cancer detection, expand patient support systems, build healthcare workforce capacity, and promote evidence-based policy development. And those are the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I am William Theo. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.
Itinuloy na po natin ang zero balance billing. Libre po. Ibig sabihin, ang serbisyo sa basic accommodation sa ating mga DOH na ospital, wala nang babayaran ang pasyente.
Ang dami pong challenge, hindi po namin alam kung saan namin kukunin, ganon, nag-iisip kung paano namin mababayaran. Siyempre po, masaya, super saya po dahil na zero billing po kami. Opo, malaking po talaga, malaking tulong po. Mabilis lang din po.
Bayad na ang bill ninyo. Uulitin ko, wala nang kailangan bayaran ng pasyente basta sa DOH Hospital dahil bayad na po ang bill ninyo.
Naiyak ako kasi sobrang saya. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Hindi kami nagkamali ng taong hinalal.